Okay, so I'm driving down I-90. I'm going 70 miles an hour. I'm surrounded by a bunch of other 2-ton metal boxes that are also going 70 miles an hour. When suddenly I realized that if one of us just made any tiny mistake or our car stopped working or basically anything happened that was out of our current conceptions, we would all probably die. And not just like a quick death, like it would be a really bloody death. There'd be pieces of us everywhere, stuff like that. Guy next to me is smoking a cigarette, so of course I spend some of my mental energy on judging him morally and intellectually for putting his life at risk. And unfortunately, I don't see the irony in that because I'm a millennial and millennials don't see irony. The guy in front of me has a baby on board sticker, and then I realize, maybe I should have just taken the bus. Because I know the statistics that accidents are the fourth leading cause of death in America, and funny enough, the only one I can really 100% prevent when it comes to myself. But I can't take the bus because it's too slow, because of all the traffic, because of all the cars. I will say, though, that I'm not trying to make some sort of conceited point about human laziness, because I totally understand that human beings are biologically programmed to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible, time efficiency wise, and I'm not judging that, I'm just saying it as a fact. Well, my point actually is that unless you're one of those people who absolutely has to drive, like maybe you're poor, and if you're late for one day, you'll lose your job and then your house because America's crazy. But if you're anyone else, maybe you should just think a little bit before you flip that guy off for making the same goddamn mistake you made 2 miles ago. Because one, maybe you don't have that much of a moral high ground. And two, because you really can't expect people to be perfect beings who never make mistakes. And flipping people off definitely isn't going to decrease the amount of accidents there are. Not saying you shouldn't be assertive, just saying you shouldn't be a dick. Also, as long as I'm on the subject of dickishness, maybe we shouldn't be dicks to people just in general, like not even just when they're in cars, just in general. Even if they're dicks to us first, because nobody's a jerk for no reason, and we should take the time to understand that people are going to be dicks sometimes because human psychology is a bitch and nobody understands their own emotions. But maybe if we tried being nicer people, it would inspire other people to be nicer and the world would be a better place. In conclusion, my foot's totally stuck in there. I'm freaking out, the dog's having a seizure, and I still got half a pie left. Thank you for listening to my conscious thought process.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Trash, and I don't want this outro to be very long because I know my video wasn't particularly long. I just want to say that I'm sorry I haven't posted in a while. I made 2 videos. I ended up scrapping both of them. This one was a violent revision of a different video, but I do plan on making more garbage in the future. Although I will say I'm starting school, so it's not going to be a lot, but it will be consistent. There will not be a lot of garbage, but it will be consistent garbage. Thank you, and good night.